Previously on this campaign, the party, missing the adult supervision of the dragonborn, decided to engage in a series of shenanigans. Some drew mustaches, some threw axes at doorframes, some even shit others' pants. The pranks escalated until eventually the elf stole the wizard's book, and, in his attempt to get it back, the wizard threatened to burn down the wooden ship that everyone was traveling on.
So, let's see. Renequius tries to steal from me, pranks your sister. Marg wakes up, soils her pants. Renequius leaves.
Hey, Marg soils my pants, not her own pants, in case
Well, that's
you
what I
didn't
mean.
know.
Like, she soils your pants.
She cast a spell on Renequius and made her piss and shit herself. Renequius ran around the boat everywhere, spreading piss and shit all over the boat, trying to clean her drawers.
Gavrick here to tell you what really happened.
Yeah, Gavrick, you can continue.
So then, after that, there's a dispute between that Angel, Caldrig, and Gavrick, because I don't know, we did something apparent. After that, see, they decide that they're going to team up, prank Caldrig and Gavrick.
After burping in Caldrig's face.
After burping Caldrig and trying to put shit on his axe handle. Luckily, Gavrick stopped that. See, so they try to send the elf in to get Gavrick out of there. Gavrick is reading his fucking book, minding his own fucking business. She steals his book. He goes to the door to try to stop her. She punches him in the balls. The fucking bird gives.
You don't even know that was the bird yet.
Yeah, no. So okay, so
yet.
someone. Well, I imagine I could figure out it's the fucking bird. She's the only he stood up for before, so I mean, it's kind of a.
But you don't know what the bird can do, though.
Yeah, but I'm illusions.
Who else could it be?
The crew wasn't involved, and the only other person who's not with us is him.
Who also popped out of invisibility to cast grease on the ground underneath you.
You know what? Gavrick might have even just like let that one go. He might have just been like, it could have been just a greasy floor. That's for all he knows. They steal his book, so he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go nurse my fucking nads. Goes up to the galley to get some ice. So he sees the first mate, goes up to talk to the first mate, realizes that someone has taken his book and is not present. So he gets someone to take him down so that way he can go talk to, or he can go at least investigate the brig to see if maybe they're hiding out down there. As he goes that way, Marg tries to stop them and flirt with the guard. Eventually, he moves her out of the way. They head down. Renequius has his book, and the elf is there. So he summons Fireball more to threaten them than anything. The guard grabs his wrist, and now we're in trouble.
Alright, so there I was, having a lovely afternoon with these people I just met on this shipment. We went to the galley for some ale, and we're having this lovely time getting to know everybody. They kind of want me to come up to, I forgot what it's called, but the place with all the dwarves. They convinced me that, it's just a one-off. Like, not all the dwarves are like that, and that they kind of want me to join. And I'm, you know what? You guys seem like some level-headed people. So I'm thinking, sure, why not? And then the two tiefling women came in, and they're like, we want to do a prank. And I'm like, sure, I'm in. Sounds fun. Sounds like a nice, fun, team bonding exercise, plus a little extra revenge for the extremely racist dwarf who started going at me for no fucking reason. And his little human companion who was also kind of cheering him on the whole time as well. So I thought, okay, sure, a little harmless prank. We were going to put Chum in their beds, and the only problem was to get the human out of the cabin so that one of the tieflings can get in there. And I go down there and I nearly blow it, but then I take the wizard's book, right, and I start running. He flips his shit. How was I supposed to know that was that important to him? Anyway, I'm actually really confused about how all this turned out. I thought I was going to get arrested at first, but it turns out it's just Kruger in disguise. Kruger is my best friend right now. Holy shit, he's coming clutch. So he takes the book, he gives it to me. I don't want the damn thing. I just wanted to play a little harmless prank on him. So I give it back to the tiefling girl, and we go up the stairs, and the dude, if looks could kill, and I think there might be a spell for that, but if looks could kill, it almost nearly did. He was about to cast Fireball. We're on a floating fucking tinderbox, and he wants to cast Fireball. Anyway, so now there's a little meeting, I guess it's supposed to happen, but I'm not a part of this group. He says he wants to talk to the group, and I don't belong to their group. I just met these guys, so technically I'm not part of it, I don't think. So maybe me and Krug are off the hook. I don't know, but that's what happened thus far.
All I know is I woke up and there was fucking shit on my face and people were laughing at me. I went to wipe it, it was fucking charcoal. Reneka's over here snickering, so is Gavrik. Coldrig's over here doing fucking Coldrig shit, and then y'all's go over there fucking laughing like a weirdo. So, prestidigitate that. That's off my face. I ask who it is. Gavrik did the right thing, and he ratted out fucking Renequius for doing that. So I soiled her pants and made it look like she pissed and shit herself. She runs out, but I feel like Coldrig and Gavrik, you know, in my sleepy haze, are having a little too much fun laughing at me right now, and that kind of hurts my feelings a bit. I don't really like being made fun of. And y'all did some weird tree shit with a bed, whatever. Anyway, so I give them some shit and threaten to prank them back and soil their pants if they want to keep cackling, and Coldrig threatens me, so I cast prestidigitation to burp in his face. He didn't like that, and for some reason just decided to go straight to violence and threw a hand axe at the wall next to me on the way out, so I tried to prestidigitate that, to be like a little fuck you, and then Gavrik counterspelled it, so they're on my hit list. I don't come to the ship tomorrow. So I go upstairs and I see Renek trying to fucking air dry, on the ship her underwear. I prestidigitate to clean it so she can put it back on, but she just shoves it in a bag. I decided we were gonna prank them back and that we needed to find that wood elf chick that they were extremely racist to a while ago, because she'd definitely be on board if anybody. So I went to the captain's quarters. I don't know why I assumed she was there, but I got a nice look-see at the captain and his first mate, and they're like mid. Like, if I had to. If I was drunk, you know, maybe. So, go to the galley, and I find that Renek has found Sendrator and Datris. So, we sit down with them, we start discussing this prank. I ask her if she's ever experienced racism, and she says not regularly, and that's sucks to suck. I mean, honestly, what's that privilege like? You know, Tor goes to get us a drink and then conveniently leaves. Sendra is also with him, and so they dip out. Anyway, we decide that we're gonna put fish guts in the bed. Harmless prank. Smells gross. I'll prestidigitate it later if they get really pissy about it. I'm sure Coldrick's gonna shit all over it because he's gonna shit the bed when he finds out, and I think it'll be funny to laugh at it for a bit. He's mad at me all the time anyway, so I go and talk to the chef. He gives me some fish guts. You know, if I had to fuck a person on the ship, unfortunately the turtle's probably the most appealing one. Besides the point, we come back. We decide Datris is going to be the distractor, right? Get whoever's in there out of there so we can put the fish guts in bed, right? That's how it starts. Unfortunately, Datris sucks at this job, and I really didn't think it would be that bad. Well, me and Renek are out here waiting outside. Turns out Coldrigan and Yala aren't even in there. It's just Gavrik, and I don't really know exactly what happened in there. All I know is that apparently she went from 0 to 100 and decided to grab his book, and I kind of wonder what kind of weird smut fantasies are in this book, because he seems very intent on having this book with him. You know, maybe there's some, like, dead mother's letter, some shit in that. Anyway, apparently it turned into an altercation, and he cast some crazy shit and froze her, and Renek came in there and stole his cloak and started wearing it. Anyway, then this guard showed up, and he was like, give me the book and give me the wood elf, and then, you know, Gavrik did. You know, as you should. And then, convinced Gavrik, apparently he got hit in the balls on the way, so I convinced Gavrik and Renek helped to go to the galley and get some ice for that shit, so I could plant the fish guts. So we planted the fish guts, and then came out, and then, Renek was gonna go try to break Datris out of the brig, and so I was like, okay, cool, I'll go be on guard and actually do some distract work and make it look good this time. So I did it, right, and then Gavrik comes back with this guy. He's average, little above average. He had a ring on his finger though, takes him down a couple points, and said that apparently whoever arrested Datris was not actually the first mate that I saw earlier, Elmore, the 3 out of 10 guy. I was like, that sounds like a personal problem a bit, so I decided to, you know, put on a charade, you know, somewhere if Datris is in the ether and can hear my conversation, she knows how distractions actually work. And I had this long bout with this guy, I don't even know, Brennan, and I convinced him that I was a private investigator hired by his husband, which turned out to be his wife, which turns out to he's not married somehow, but he wears a ring. It's kind of some weird purity culture, if you ask me. I don't subscribe to it. I think I'm getting arrested. I'm not really, it wouldn't be the first time, to be honest. I could just talk my way out of it. I didn't really commit a crime. that they can find out about yet. I keep them distracted long enough. I'm hoping Renette, busted her out. I don't really know what's going down in there because they went buying it. Gavrik looked like he was about to cry and maybe piss himself for real, so they ended up walking away, and then this guy named Jerry came and is now holding me hostage up there, but that's okay because I have a tambourine and plenty of songs that are fucking annoying after 5 minutes, so that's where we're at. I have no idea about any of this team's meetings or, crisis HR intervention.
And so that brings us to the moment you guys, Gavrik, you are standing at the top of the stairwell. The boatswain, his name was Brannon, he had taken your book and gone over to the captain's quarters and announced that everybody was going to meet in the galley in 10 minutes. So you see now, as you are standing there, the captain rushes out and begins ordering people around. And a couple sailors go from their stations and they walk over to you guys. And one of them walks up to you. I need to escort you to the galley over there. Are you going to go willingly?
Yeah.
Right. The rest of you, come along. As you guys walk towards the galley, you notice that the crew are walking around the ship and gathering up the rest of the passengers and anybody that is on the ship. Caldrig and Inyala, you guys were sitting up at the front mast of the ship, and Inyala was fused into the ship, and you guys had been there for about 10, 15 or so minutes when a sailor walks up to you, looks at the tree that is partially fused into the ship, a little concerned on his face, and sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you guys to go to the galley. Is she okay? Saying that to you, Caldrig.
She is the ship.
That wasn't there before. Can you get her out of there?
Can I come? I just want to be as creepy as possible as I meld out of the ship.
Roll an intimidation check.
What's my intimidation?
Intimidation. No breathing.
Ka-chow.
Get out of here, Sheldon.
Oh, what is that?
A 9.
A 9. Okay. He looks more perturbed than intimidated or anything. A little weirded out, certainly, from that. As you exit the wooden structure of the ship itself, the comforting feeling of being a part of the ship has abandoned you, and so you're a little uneasy again, but maybe you'll get to...
I stick close to Caldrig.
You stay close to Caldrig, alright. He escorts you guys down to the galley beneath you. Do you guys go, willingly?
Why do we have to go to the galley?
The captain's called a meeting for everyone to be down there, and there has been some bad doings. I don't know, but he wants all the passengers in the galley.
Bad doings. We've been at sea for like 15 minutes.
Look, man,
We've been up here.
Right. Can you just go down to the galley?
Fine.
Okay, thank you.
Is he gonna come too?
We're all going there. The captain needs to speak with the passengers.
You're not gonna stay up here. You're coming too.
No, I'm going to go to the galley.
You don't get to stay up here while we have to go down there?
I'm going to the galley with you. I'm escorting you to the galley right now.
Is there food and drink at the galley?
That's the galley. That's where the food is. Yes.
Yes,
I mean,
there
is there ale, my boy?
We do have a stock of ale. However, that'll have to wait for now. This is a meeting.
We don't get to drink?
What kind of meeting doesn't have ale?
You need water.
Alright, I would like to point out he's a dwarf. That's actually a fair question.
So, if you want
He
an
has a
ale while we're
sickness.
down there,
He
we
needs
can
ale every 30 minutes.
probably make... Roll me deception check, Inyala.
Oh, please. Please. Can I cast guidance on myself?
I don't know if
possible.
it works that way, but sure.
Yeah.
I got 19. Nope, it doesn't matter. I got 19.
Okay, he looks at you, he looks at the dwarf. I don't know many dwarves, but whatever, we'll get you some ale or something, I don't know. Just, let's go.
Get us some ale. What's your name, laddie?
Harry, now let's go down there.
Harry. Alright, and y'all remember, Harry said that he's gonna get me an ale.
I remember that. And remember, you can't ask about his medical problems as the
I've got gout.
Hippo. Hippo. Because of hippo.
Oh, this is a great start.
I don't got my sea legs yet.
All right. So do you guys go down to the galley, following Harry?
I'm his medical.
Okay. You guys follow him down
And the
to
whole
the galley.
time we're messing with Henry the whole time.
Am I still outside with Jerry?
You have been promptly escorted to the galley as well.
Was it a party?
Ma'am, I think you're in trouble. Now, let's go.
Was it
What did
Harry
I
or him?
do?
I don't know yet, but the captain's not happy.
I've been playing my tambourine. You've watched me this whole time.
I think it was before that. Now, let's go to the galley. Vignora,
I must have made a good impression.
you went to lay down as you guys cast off. You don't know how long it has been, but roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, and I didn't bring up my sheet like a smart person.
So smart. Alright.
Genius.
That is 17.
17. Okay. You are having a very nice dream about walking through your village with Gavrik in hand, and all of a sudden...
Gavrik is in her hand.
You're literally holding Gavrik in your hand. He's very small. You're excited to show him to one of your friends. Look at this little human I found. When all of a sudden the wafting smell of dead fish overcomes you, and you're like,
Yeah.
Oh.
there's no water near my village. What's going on here? And that's when you realize this is a dream. And you wake up, and you're in the cabin of the ship, and it smells really bad down there.
Oh.
And it's around this time you see a couple of the passengers that were further down also get up, and you hear one of them. She gets up and she says, "Oh, what is that?" Looks over to you, Vignora. Do you say anything?
I'm just listening. I don't know what she's talking about.
So she got up as well. It smells terrible in here. What was it? Is that? Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Is that you?
What are you talking about?
The smell. Do you not smell that?
I smell it, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's gross. One of the sailors comes down at this point into the entrance, and he looks around. Oh, God, is that dead fish? He starts, hold on. Okay, he starts rummaging, like looking around and following his nose, and it leads him to the two beds, and he pulls the sheets across and sees the dead fish there. He's like, "Motherfucker, who did this? Was it you?"
What?
Looks over at you, Vignora.
Do I know who the bed belongs to? Is it my bed or?
It's Caldrig's bed and then also Gavrik's bed, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's the bed right above you and the bed right across from you, basically.
I'm probably just gonna, like, my eyes are gonna get big and then I'm just gonna be like, no, I have no idea. And then I'm gonna try to slip out of the room.
Do you know... Do you
Muffin
really
Man?
have no idea based on whose bed it was?
Yeah, I know exactly what's going on, probably.
Okay, then roll me a deception check.
Alright, Jennifer, calm down. 14.
14. Oh.
It was only.
He's gonna look at you. Alright, you need to come with me.
Shit.
We're going to the galley now. Ma'am, can you also come as well? Bring your friend here. He motions to the other two people. The lady looks over. I don't know him, but I'll get him. She wakes up the person next to him, and the two of them also follow along. The man is escorting you, almost grabbing your arm and leading you to the galley.
Oh, heck no. I'm gonna jerk my hand away and be like, look, I'll follow you.
It's assault.
Fine, we need to go up to the galley.
I like how his voice changed.
Lead the way, short man.
Did I change the voice midway through?
I don't know. You said blah blah. You found
Anyway, all right,
you
let's-
found the fish cut, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, at this point, everybody has assembled in the galley. You guys are all sitting there. The captain walks in with the first mate and quartermaster, and they look around. So, the way it's set up at the moment, not all the sailors are in the galley. There's still people that are doing their jobs around the ship, but a number of them are. You see some of them are blocking the exits, and they all seem to be looking at you guys. You see now Sendra, Tor, and Emery have also made their way up in, and you are getting looks from both Sendra and Tor. Emery looks confused.
At least he doesn't look dead.
I just like to point out that Sandra and Tor kind of could have interfered in this. And they said
yeah.
they could have let this happen. Honestly, I'm blaming all this on them.
They are the adults.
They might as
I'm
well
an
have done
innocent
it.
tree.
So,
They did do
They
it.
did do it.
They did do it.
It was them.
Okay.
but they're going to Sandra and Tor, who are privy to Angel's plans, are definitely going to look at her and be like, "What the fuck? What is this?"
Look at them. It's just like, why are you looking at me?
The captain at this point, the one sailor Venora who escorted you up to the galley, is going to walk over and whisper in his ear, and his eyes are going to light up at that point.
He had a big car.
All right,
I
listen
got
up,
some meaty sea dogs in my pants.
ma'am. Please be quiet.
I didn't say that in
This,
real life.
I am Captain Andrus, and this is my ship, and we do not tolerate tomfoolery, shenanigans, anything of the sort on our journeys. We were nice enough to let those of you that paid come aboard and travel with us, but we are mainly serving as a merchant vessel bringing cargo. Now, yes ma'am.
What do you define as tomfoolery, just so we're on the same page?
No.
There have been people that have been acting out of line on the ship. We have a strict rule system here, and we expect you to behave yourselves as any meaningful grown adult creature should. Yes, strange tree lady.
I'm in Yama.
Wonderful. What? Last question, ma'am.
The rules posted somewhere so we can make sure that we follow the code up, because it could be easy misunderstanding if the rules are not written,
There are certain things that should be very obvious. We should not have to tell you. However, there will now be a curfew, and you will be escorted around by a crewmate at all times.
Can we have Henry?
Anyway, first off,
What time is curfew?
will you be quiet and listen? Somebody has desecrated the passenger quarters with fish. I need somebody to confess up to it now, or there will be greater consequences.
I'm gonna immediately glare at Caldric and Gavrik.
Wait, where is Gavrik right now?
You're in the galley with everyone else. You got escorted.
Oh, okay. I'm in the I'm actually kind of surprised by that.
Yeah. There are rotting fish down there. This is a very small boat. This is not tolerated. This should be obvious at this point.
Wait, question outside of the game.
Yeah.
What if there were some fish people where it's like, like the fish people that swam around in Merkvale?
Mm-hmm.
What if they needed guts and they had guts with them? They wouldn't know. It's part of their lifestyle.
They're just suddenly offended because they just smell like that all the time.
Yeah, that's just like, what do you?
I think it's pretty obvious that we were being
half the
shit.
crew is probably fish people, to be honest.
For
Yeah,
reference, there are no
sure.
fish. There are no fish humanoids on this ship. It's a collection of humans, the turtle, a couple tabaxis.
Would the turtles care?
The turtle was the one that
would
handed
they?
you the fish guts.
Wait, wouldn't he know who he gave the chum to?
So we're getting to that actually. At this point, hearing that, the turtle pipes up. Oh, I gave some fish earlier to the very nice orange lady over there.
Oh no.
At which point, the captain is going to turn to him. Grud, I will have a talk with you later. And then he looks at you, Angel.
He's so lucky he was rated 4 stars out of 6 in the hot scale.
I like it when he's yelling.
Just go look around and pretend it's not me until the captain looks at me.
No, he's
and I
looking
go,
directly at you. Yeah.
Yeah,
He trusts his crew.
I'm like, all right, fine. I have a peculiar appetite, and I was trying to store some midnight snacks.
Roll a deception check at disadvantage.
A 21.
21.
At
At
disadvantage?
disadvantage. I rolled a 12 and a 19, and I have a +9.
Damn it.
+9.
Yeah.
It's my highest stat, bitches!
Yeah.
Why do you think I've gotten this far?
Politician over here.
I love it. I love it.
This dude is never putting on a charter course ever again.
He's
like I said,
it's
not non-living cargo from now on. Oh, very good. You should show. You should show Harry.
Is it Henry or Harry?
Can you please stop talking to each other?
I took notes.
Fascist.
All right.
You didn't give it time.
First off, I have a very hard time believing you, as the fish guts were found on 2 different bunks under the sheets. That's a hard sell. I am sorry, but no.
Okay, well, if it'll make you feel better, I'll go and clean them up and throw them overboard.
We already have 2 crew members that are cleaning them up.
Well, that's on you.
We also found damage to the door frame. It looks as though a weapon might have been thrown in there. Anyone willing to fess up to that?
Alright, fine, I did that too. The fish guts were hard to cut.
Roll a deception check. No disadvantage on this one.
22.
22, alright. Alright. Listen, and this may be hard to understand. This ship is our property. We are allowing you guys to stay on it because you have paid us up front. But that does not dissuade the fact that you are guests and you would not want somebody breaking your own home. So, lastly, human, wizard, what is your name?
Gavric.
Gavric. Right. We are going to hold on to that book for now. You are not allowed to use it anymore. You're not allowed to cast spells on this ship. That goes for all of you. No more magic. Do you have a question, sir?
Yes. In the back.
Venura is gonna raise her hand too.
Okay.
There is a letter. I would like that letter. It has no magical meaning. It's just a letter from my home.
We will allow you this.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Wizard is my husband. Yes, you follow.
Okay.
How about this? You let him keep book, and if he goes near it to cast spell or anything, I kill him myself.
That is a no, ma'am. That is not how these things work.
It works for me.
We are not. This
Or
is a civilian
how about
ship. We're not going to murder anyone on board.
It's not murder. It's just, keeping the peace. Especially with magic, I can. How about I am able to use spell to hold him hostage?
Ma'am, you are also not allowed to cast spells. Nobody here is allowed to cast spells anymore on this ship for the rest of this journey. Do I make myself clear to any of you, all of you? Raise your hand if you understand this.
I added.
I'm just trying to help.
Nice, Caldric. Do you raise your hand, Venura, and you, Renequius?
I'll mimic whatever Cauldrick was doing.
Everybody roll me persuasion checks.
He's smiling, so you know that he's happy being.
Oh, that's a cool drawing, Kaylee.
Yeah, see,
that is
so
cute.
He's
Well, that's unfortunate.
smiling.
Jesus Christ.
You got a 10?
He's
I
happy
think
that
I only have.
Oh, do you need me to look up your
I don't have
stats?
anything in persuasion.
Hold on, I think you got a 0 in persuasion, so you're probably...
I'm
just
90% sure I did too.
straight
7.
15, 7, and Yala? Oh dear.
7. Yeah.
Okay, 15.
24.
22.
22. Alright, Datris?
12.
12, okay.
Damn, never.
Okay. As a group, you guys all passed. You guys all rolled high enough, so...
Can I ask a favor? I know, you don't have to look at me like that. I take full responsibility. I am the problem child of the group, and I might have fueled his rage to react so angrily. I will stay in the brig for the rest of the trip if you give Gavric his book back. And he said he won't cause any trouble.
As part of all of this, we are going to hold on to that book, because I am sorry, but you are a fire-casting wizard and I do not trust you. You may be able to earn the trust back, but at the current time, this is how it is going to be. These are the conditions so that you do not go into the brig. I will give you this. It was on me for not letting you all know the rules off the bat. I didn't think I had to, but this is your final warning. Any more foul play on this ship, and yes, you will go to the brig, you will have all of your items confiscated. We may consider returning them to you at the end of the voyage, but We will give you back the book, wizard, when you are gone. Beforehand?
Prefers magician.
No. Is everyone clear of these rules?
Perfectly.
Do you have questions?
Can I at least have my tambourine?
You're holding it, are you not?
You say you're gonna confiscate my stuff!
That is if you continue to break the rules.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're clear.
Yes, Mr. What is your name, good Sir Dwarf?
I'm Koldrig, and this is Inyala. Is there a limit on how much ale we can have?
He has a condition.
I have a condition. I have gout.
Roll me
I drew a
a
picture of us and Henry.
roll me a persuasion check at advantage, since Inyala is assisting you with this, and you already convinced Harry earlier that.
Oh, it's Harry. Can I
worst
give
comes to
Harry the
worst.
picture I drew of him? I also signed
Yes,
it.
you hand him the photo, and he looks at it. And what is the photo? What did you draw for him?
I drew Koldrig
Uh-huh.
and me and Henry smiling because he's
Harry.
happy to be part of our
Harold.
Is it?
Yes,
I'm so confused. Is it Harry or Henry?
it's Harry, like Harry.
Henry. It's Henry.
Hagrid.
It's whatever they end up making it now, because they're gonna keep changing it on us.
We're never gonna call his actual name. We're just-
No.
He looks at it. Roll me
Haggis.
a performance check, Inyala,
I got 12 for persuasion.
for persuasion.
Use
Okay. With
19.
advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 6.
Okay.
There's 2 to
So
7.
Jesus.
that's unfortunate. Harry looks at you and blushes a little, Inyala. He's
Gotta think of
very
breeds.
he's very taken aback.
Gotta think for trees.
The captain looks at you, Kaldrig. We have a limited store of ale on the ship. Now you are allowed to acquire alcoholic beverages, but there is a limit to how much you can have on this journey. That is a simple fact of we only have so much. Yes.
Are they complimentary?
Yes. You paid for your voyage. If that is all, I will be returning to my quarters, and I expect everyone to behave themselves as grown adults. You would think.
100%.
Yes, we understand. Can we go now?
You are allowed to leave. However, you will now have escorts.
That's
Can we
fine.
have Henry?
Who's escorting her?
You may have Henry, yes. So
I'm gonna,
Yay!
Yes.
We get Henry Koldrig.
as soon as he gives me the clear, I'm like, that's fine, and then I'm gonna grab Gavrik and drag him out of the
shit.
room.
okay, so you start dragging Gavrik. There is a sailor who.
Oh wait,
Yes.
hold on with my letter.
Oh, yes. So with the letter, the sailor who is escorting you guys, it is a male tabaxi, and he actually goes over to the captain's quarters and retrieves this. He ends up finding it in the back of the book. Here is your letter, sir.
Thank you.
All right, I
I'll
will.
kind of like stuff it in my cloak.
And he continues to stay close to you guys. So, what are the rest of you doing at this point?
Are we all leaving the galley?
You guys are okay. So yeah, you got the captain. He goes back to his quarters, and you guys are allowed to return, though with supervision at this point.
I can't. Well, all right. So are we being escorted like to the back to the crew quarters? Or
No, there now you guys notice
Back
there were a number of sailors and people in the room. Some of them leave. A number of them stay based on who is still staying in the room.
All right. I want to go up to Angel and just be like, "The fuck was that all about?"
I was hungry.
Roll a deception check.
Doesn't even point anymore. Plus a 9 in deception.
I don't know. She could roll a
Getting
1.
that right now, so shush.
Yeah.
I don't like admitting that I fucked up. That's why. That's 17.
17. You want to roll an insight, Kaldrig?
Yeah. 4.
What?
Fuck.
4.
4? Okay. All right. Yeah, you believe her.
Okay.
But
A little bit of seafood, I guess, huh?
that still doesn't explain the fact that the fish was in 2 people's bunks.
Well, oh,
Or
yeah,
the fact that I took the L for your hand axe, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's up? Okay, what's up with that? Why are you lying about the axe?
I mean, I'm already in trouble, might as well. It's just easy to blame one person.
Fair enough.
You're welcome, you owe me, and I get up to leave. I'm going to get a drink, honestly.
Okay, so you stay inside the galley to get a drink.
Yeah, I just get up and I start walking over to Turtle Man.
The Grud, the turtle, he looks at you. Did you enjoy the fish guts?
Oh, they were so slimy.
Yeah, I don't really like them.
They're really good for your skin, though. You should try it sometime. Could I get ale?
Yeah. One moment. And he turns around. He's very slow. So you're standing there for a moment. Datris, what are you up to? You just got pulled. You look around the room. Roll me a perception check. Fancy dodge.
I came prepared. So let's see. 15 plus 6. That's going to be 21.
You have no idea where Kruka is. He was not in that room during that meeting.
Wait. Okay.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the man did say no foul play, so I'm going to walk up to the bar with Angel and also order a drink, I think.
Okay.
Could I have another one, sir?
Oh, yeah. One. Hold on. I'm helping this lady. It's
I'll
gonna take
look
him a
to
moment.
Angel. You're like, why did you take all the responsibility?
It's just easier to blame one person. Plus, I'm hot, so I'll get off easier.
I guess that's true.
Thank you.
Your friend, your companion with the fire wizard, Gavik, I think his name was.
I was not expecting you to punch him in the nuts, but it was kind of funny.
I didn't expect to punch him in the nuts either. I felt like my life was threatened just then. I had no idea that book was so important to him. I never would have taken it if I had known.
And to be honest, I didn't really think it would be either, so apologies for that. But, no one died, so it's a good day.
Do you really think he would have cast fire on a boat?
I love Renequis.
He's pretty book smart, but maybe. But I have a broomstick. I could have gotten at least maybe 2 people out. So,
and then Reneka's gonna pop out. I could have stolen. I could have stolen the carpet and made it fly. I've done it before.
You made carpets fly?
Well,
how'd you do that?
So, our Gavrik has a magic carpet.
Here's your drink, ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you get one more?
Oh, yeah. One moment.
I need 1 or 2.
He brought one.
I'll slide it to Datris.
Thanks. So you've brought someone back from the dead. You make carpets fly. You get away with shit because you're attractive.
Thank you.
You have a dragonborn, I guess, on your team too, who's kind of is like she's the only adult in the room. Don't mind me saying. And then you have your human wizard who's a bit temperamental, and then you have Tor and the other ones that I was with earlier. Is there anyone else in your...
The dwarf, the tree, and there's Emery, who was dead. I don't know if we should ask him about that yet. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody.
Here's your drink,
right,
ma'am. And he hands it to you, Datris.
I'll slide it over to Angel.
We need one more.
I think that is everyone.
I'll slide it to her neck.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
So you travel with the dwarf and the tree companions that were kind of rude earlier. Okay. What kind of tree is it? She, they, thing.
Very respectful of
Yes.
pronouns. Yes.
Renequis, what the
Yes.
fuck are you doing?
She's
Okay.
yeah, she's a tree, and that's about all we know.
Oh,
Kind of.
And the dwarf, what's his story? I reckon he doesn't have a lot of good experiences with elves.
Probably a lot of undiagnosed and untherapized PTSD, if I had to guess. But that will come out over time. Don't we all? Start drinking.
We're gonna.
And then Reneca's just like, she's like, just like looking at the two of them.
Here's your drink. Oh, wait. Oh, here you go. Gives it to you, Angel.
Thank you.
Vignora and Gavrik.
Yeah.
You guys, where have you headed?
Well, as soon as I started dragging him off, I started yelling at him.
Okay.
Basically, the whole speech about irresponsibility, and I finally get some good sleep, and you waking my ass up with a problem. And then I prop him up, I pick him up really, really rough.
Oh
my! I just hold on. You're just and I stand him up, and I'm like, "Tell me what the fuck happened." First, I go to sleep. I finally sleep. I wake up, and all hell broke loose. You threatened to blow shit up again.
He will take a second to consider. Well, the elf stole my book. That's one thing I don't like stolen from me.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's not good.
So I tried to get it back. I may have gotten a bit extreme with my threat. I would not have actually dropped the fireball on the ship.
I would hope not. It's made of wood.
Yeah, no, I'm not an idiot. I mean, I'm rash, but I'm not an idiot. There's a difference. Now, from my experience with elves, they don't tend to like fire. Not as much as fey creatures, but pretty close.
A lot of people don't like being set on fire.
Yeah, I know. Some big thing. I don't understand it really, but it's fine. Anyways, I threatened her. It started a problem. I don't really know. She took my book, hit me in balls. There we go. And I'm
If you
sorry.
do it again, wake me up before you start making stupid threats, okay?
Fair enough.
And then, if you don't, I will kick you in balls.
Fair enough.
Now we have to be followed by some creepy-ass man all over the place.
Gavrik will look over his shoulder at whoever's
Yeah, this is
watching.
Vaxi leaning in the doorway watching you guys.
I don't care. I'm gonna look at him and just be like, yeah, we get it. Go away.
Not really. Obviously, we're not threatening you or anything. It's fine.
He stays there. He's not
yeah.
moving.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, well, anyways, he'll kind of pull out the letter and he'll just kind of flip it open real quick and then close it back up. Put away.
What is the letter? Why is that more important than your book?
Oh, well, the whole, my book and my letter are, that's all I have from Amora. This letter, for example, he'll pull it out, he'll flip it open, and as you look at the paper, you'll see it's divided into multiple sections, and each section is a tiny excerpt from someone. And he's like, all of these people are friends, family, and the man who introduced me to magic. The book is actually from the man who introduced me to magic. It was the first book he ever gave me, and the only book he ever gave me.
You never told me about this.
Well, I don't like to talk about my book much, or really show off my book much. I've found at the school that it, how we say, got bad attention, especially when around elves.
Well, please try not to cause any more fusses. Wake me up if there's a problem. I will go talk to Elf.
Understand. Thank you.
And if you do anything again, I will allow her... Well, actually, I will kick you in balls and ask for her help, okay?
Fair enough. I was going to say, if you were going to say let me, I'm going to be honest, you were asleep for the whole thing. I actually was kind of winning that fight. I'm not going to lie.
Don't.
I'm just saying.
Look, go do your thing. I'm gonna go get drink because this stressed me out.
Fair enough. Gavrik's just going to go climb his bunk.
Okay.
So I imagine that direction.
I'm gonna go to get a drink.
Wait a minute. Is his bunk clean yet?
You go up, there is a very faint lingering smell of dead fish, but the fish has been removed.
Okay, cool. The bed, he'll check his bed, be like, it's dry, and then once he's...
Not completely dry.
Then he'll choose a different bed. He'll find another bunk.
Alright,
Vignora's bed.
You pick a different bunk. It's like the one across from Cauldrig, like one more row down. So now you're on the opposite side.
Okay, gotcha.
So, Do you just sit there, or what do you do?
I'll probably I'll leave all my stuff over there, but I'll probably just kind of sit there. I'll probably open the letter and read it.
Okay. You notice that the Tabaxi is watching you, not Vignora, as she walks out to the galley. Vignora, you go up to the galley?
Yeah.
All right. You head up there. You see there is Sendra, Tor, and Emery at a table. Angel and Renequius and the elf are over by the bar. Unless you guys have moved to a table after you've gotten your drinks.
Yeah, probably to finish my drink.
Go sit down at the table?
I would have if the squad goes with.
So, Vignora, you see the three of them. They're sitting at a table with the elf.
I'm gonna walk up to him and like very heavily sit and be like, "All right, girl talk, let's go."
You get your period?
A what?
Renek's gonna reach out and touch her on the shoulder and be like, "Blood is very hard to get out of white." And then go back to.
I'm just gonna look so confused and be like, "What are you talking about? I meant to chat. What is period?"
Do you not get periods?
He lays eggs, and then the wizard.
No.
Do wizards have you ever seen what a dragonborn a wizard human child looks like? Do you think it looks like a tiefling?
Can I just make something up about dragonborn and mixed breed production, Eddie?
Make it up right now. Say it.
Okay, cool. That's not how it works. If it's mixed up with another humanoid, we kind of like marsupials, except it stays inside and then we lay egg and it hatch.
You lay fucking... That's crazy.
They're
have
big
you laid
eggs too.
an egg?
I've never laid eggs. No.
Do you lay one every day? Is that
I feel like you're supposed. Does she lay eggs once a month?
Like chickens?
Chickens?
Or gooses.
That's not exactly how it works. That's only if it's fertilized.
So you don't lay an egg once a month?
No.
You don't, do you bleed once a month?
Not really. It's a little gross and complicated to explain.
How long do dragonborns live for?
I have no idea.
Roughly human life cycle.
So, okay, you have average lifespan. Do you experience menopause? Do tieflings experience menopause?
If they have normal cycles, I imagine they would.
Do you sap once a month, Inyala?
No, no.
You sap once a month.
That's not exactly how it works. I don't want to get into it too much more because it's gross. I'm honestly not 100% sure Gavrik and I can even do that.
Well, you've certainly been trying, if I hear through the walls correctly.
Not trying for egg. No egg.
Okay. Alright. Do you need a tampon?
What? No. What
Well,
is
you can
tampon?
So,
do those even exist in this period in time?
They got rolled up cloth.
Disgusting.
They're on the rag.
We can cast fireball. You think that tampon doesn't exist in this world?
Ye olden tampon.
No, I just came over
Women's bodies.
I just came over here to chat with you, and now we're talking about blood and mucus and egg. Wanted to say hi.
Wonderful.
What do you want to talk about? I just assumed you were bleeding, not in the melee way.
Isn't it normally what girl talk means? Like you're just talking about girl stuff?
Thought girl talk was about hair and shit.
I don't know if I want to know about Gavrik's penis, so maybe not. Leave that part out of girl talk.
Human penises sound disgusting. No offense, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's fine.
Anyway.
It's not Bob, is it?
What? No, I haven't had enough to drink to talk about this.
Is it Henry?
I like how she's like, I don't want to talk about Gavrik's penis. It's not barbed, is it? Immediately switches the topic onto that.
I just had to ask the most pressing question. Okay, so what did you want to talk about?
No, I just wanted to talk. We haven't exactly talked like people. There's so much shit that's happened between Renek and you and Oh, hi, Elf. I forgot your name.
She did poop in my pants. This is true.
Pardon? What? Who pooped in what?
Not me. I did.
Alright. Let me clear the air here,
It was
Renette.
very
It just
warm.
smells like shit, but it's not actual shit. It's just I can soil things, so I can choose the smell. And you drew a mustache and a unibrow on my face, so I feel like that's deserved.
You were beautiful.
Well,
I don't need a
I'm
mustache.
so confused.
It was a fairy.
Where's my drink?
Oh, you're gonna have to wait
You just,
3 business
you just
days.
sat down. You didn't go up and order anything.
Oh, she did.
That's true. Then I would order. I would order a drink.
Just
Okay.
like that.
How do you order the drink?
turtle's literally been standing there the whole time, like.
Oh no, there's a table.
As
Listening in on the conversation.
as you turn around to go order a drink, you look up and notice that there is a turtle he's like not quite. He's about 6 feet away from you, just looking at you.
Dropping.
You wanted a drink?
Hello. Yes, drink, please.
Okay.
I lean over
Okay.
to Renek and I'm like, do you think he is a barbed penis?
Wait, what did you say? Did you say adopt a penis?
Do you think he has a penis?
Adopt the penis.
I can't hear it. What are you saying?
Oh, bar.
You think he has a barbed penis?
Oh,
Can we
barbed!
make it can't all that, please? So much
Okay,
fun
this is
here.
all whispering. Renek is gonna whisper back. You mean he goes fishing with it?
Never mind.
Is
Are
that
you
how
still talking about husband's dick?
He could be fishing for women. We don't know.
He's not ugly. What did you say, Datris?
I was gonna say, is that how humans catch their food? Like fishing, rods and stuff. Is that what they mean when they say when the humans
they're
say rod? You know what I mean? Am I onto something here?
Am I onto something?
You have to ask her. I point to Vinora and be like, she knows all about human rods.
What for fishing?
Sure.
For fishing.
For
Or are
fishing
you still
for dragon
talking
eggs.
about dick?
Is that what you call it? In dragonborn speak, you call it fishing? We
No,
used to
it's-
just call it sex.
I'm confused. Wait a second. Look, I never got talk about birds and bees and turtles, okay?
You figured it out pretty quickly.
I will say, so far, not disappointed.
Where did
It's
it
been held
go?
up with
Is there a place
dragonborn.
for it to go? You lay eggs. I don't understand.
Is human penis the only penis you've ever
Does
had?
it go in the hole the eggs come out of?
No. No to both questions. What is happening?
What? How many penises have you had?
You're asking for body count. That I
Yeah.
have not killed.
Science, yeah.
Body count
Sexual
is how many
body
people
count.
you've killed.
Egg
I
laying
start
body
like
count.
weirdly counting on my fingers and like looking like I'm going over the list. 6.
Okay, yeah.
And have
I've
they all
killed
been
way more than that.
What did you
No,
say?
not
Huh?
really. I was not. I was not exactly the most attractive because I was very. How do you put it? Everyone thought I was into girls.
Period.
But girl dragons and boy dragons look the same. What does it matter?
I don't know. That's just
I
what they
don't
said.
think you can say that.
I mean, tieflings are the similar. We're all very pretty.
Well,
You
no,
are very pretty, Redneck.
I can definitely tell the difference between a male and female tiefling. Like, I saw one earlier. Aren't you
Yeah.
companions with the male tiefling?
That's questionable. I don't know if he's a male.
I love the idea that
Oh.
he does not know what
I
gender
respect
is.
his pronouns.
Tor
You
is
know,
sitting
she's
about
got a
3
point.
tables over right now.
We all just turn and collectively look at him like a bunch of owls.
Hold on. He's taking a drink when Sendra like nudged his shoulder and he Hello?
Good?
Yes. I'm sorry, do you need something?
Nothing. I don't know why this is happening. I'm.
We all just turn back at the same
Taking my
time.
drink.
Right.
Anyway, actually, Renek, you're pretty. Angel, you're very pretty. Dazers, I don't know you well enough. I'll figure it out later.
But prettiness is on the surface. It's what they find underneath that horrifies them. Right, Renek?
Horrified.
Well,
I'm full of horror.
Since we're actually going to try to do the marriage thing, I was going to ask for your help to maybe put some more effort into how I look. Since you both are so pretty.
I gotta see your titties first.
Kick rocks.
You have to see tits, what?
Well, I gotta know if you have enough to push up or something.
I have nothing. I rolled low on the d6. I have nothing.
They make bras for that, it's okay.
Wait.
Do you know how to push up small titties? I look at Datrus.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm nearly 100 years old. Why wouldn't I know how to, flaunt the goods? The question, though, not really important, but just out of my curiosity, since we were talking about human penises, do dragonborns have memory glands?
Oh, memory glands, like helps you remember?
No, that's not what that's for at all.
You can't hear it because it's muted out, but Allie is laughing her ass off in the other room.
No, we can hear it.
Oh, we can hear it. This is a ridiculous thing to say right there. Oh, God.
Okay, it's for breasts, reneques. It's boobs.
Boobs.
Breasticles.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking of the tit here.
But so if you like eggs, you also have to nurse them. You don't just bring them like dead things.
They don't nurse.
So you don't have breasts.
I mean, I have them. I don't know why. Don't ask me to explain the science in this shit.
I mean, look at it. There's no titties there, but we can fix that.
I'm just saying, there's flat-chested elves everywhere, but that doesn't mean they don't have boobs. Like,
If I had a way, just for shits and giggles, I would like to somehow transform into a human for just a minute or a day.
Yeah,
to try it out.
I'll ask Daddy.
Yes, it would be hilarious to watch Gabrick's face if he saw me like this.
I know somebody who has that kind of magic.
No.
I read this book once about... do you know?
Yeah.
Do you have the magic?
No, I don't have magic, I don't think. But I do know my companion Kruger. I actually don't know where he is right now, but he made himself look like a wood elf. Only it's him, but as a wood elf. I wonder if he could do the same thing for you if you wanted to try that.
Could he cast it on somebody else, or is it like a self-transmutation type?
I don't know that actually, but I know that he does possess that kind of magic.
Vinora.
It would be really funny to ask.
Vinora, I read this book once, and I feel like I should really tell you about it because it's really important. It's about an ogre who falls in love with a human girl.
Roll me a perception check, all three of you. 4 of you.
Oh my god.
And at the end of the day, she fell in love with the ogre, not the human that he turned into to make her happy.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Maverick
Perception.
maybe fell in love with the
9.
dragonborn, not a human girl.
8.
I'm not wanting to
8,
stay that
9,
way. I just
okay.
want to do it one time. I think it will mean a lot, plus it would be hilarious.
Is that a 4?
Perception?
Yeah, perception.
It's an 8.
8.
Also an 8.
8, 9, okay. Vinora.
My eyes light up.
Dirty
I
20.
really love this book.
Dirty 20. All right, Vinora, you notice it first. As Angel is talking to you about this book about an ogre falling in love with another ogre, you see the wood grain on the table begin to shift and change. And it's not until it starts raising up that the rest of you guys see and Yala apparate out of the table.
Oh my god!
I'm like, drink lady, you scared the
Dangerous
shit out
is
of
going
me.
to scream.
I was taking a nap.
Renek is excited. How did you do that?
Roll me a Constitution check, Datris.
15.
15. You scream very loud. Everybody in the room stops and looks at you. The turtle who is approaching with a drink. Are you okay?
I scream back at her. Ah! Please don't take my leaves.
You just came out of the dining table.
I'm
Here's your drink.
I'm wood.
And Yala, you do have breasts? I've seen them, but are they tree breasts?
You want to touch them?
Yeah, kinda. Is that okay?
Are they like the cancerous knobs that grow out of all the trees?
Touch my cancerous knobs.
Are there like little flowers, like where nipples would be?
Yeah, I got flowers on my nipples.
Oh, that's so cute.
I lift up my my leaf top.
Oh no! No.
I feel like it's inappropriate if I touch the petals, but I'm so curious.
Can I make the petals move?
Sure. Sure, you can make the petals move.
Like, do they smell good?
She was just a dining table. We have a valid reason to ask questions.
This got so weird.
This did.
Are you gonna touch her cancerous knobs? Kaylee, roll me a d6.
D6? Oh man.
Oh, I know what this is.
I don't do it.
You rolled a 6?
I rolled a 6.
Oh my god. So, for the first time, you guys actually paying attention to it, and Yala has quite a pair of cancerous knobs on her chest.
I hide them under my leaves.
I like reach out to touch it, and then I go, no.
I
No,
touch
it's weird.
them. I just touch them.
All right.
You know she's going to. They're squishy? I thought they would be hard.
It's a special kind of wood.
Oh.
Cedar?
Yeah.
Mahogany.
Cherries.
Is one slightly bigger than the other? Cedar and mahogany? Is that their names?
You know, they just grow the way.
Oh my god.
Datris will forever not look at the forest the same.
There are tits on the trees.
And birds. And dragons.
Caldrig, what are you up to while this is going on? All of this.
That's crew Caldrig.
That's Caldrig.
Well, he would have went to the crew quarters after the meeting.
To the
Or
like the passenger quarters.
Passenger quarters.
Okay, you get down there, and you see this is like as Vignora's is walking up. You pass by her, and you come down to the bottom area, and you see Gavrik. Why did I forget that? He is now on the bunk next to you instead of where his bunk used to be.
I'll call out to Caldric. Check your bunk before you get in it.
Does it still smell in here?
Roll a so there is a very lingering smell of dead fish. It's hard to get that shit out. Do you check your bunk?
Yeah, I'm gonna check my bunk.
All right, roll investigation. Should have had you do this, Gavrik, earlier, but that's okay.
Well, I was like very actively checking my bunks. I guess he is too. That's fair.
What'd you get?
9.
9? Okay, you briefly look through your bunk. You don't spot anything until you like pull up all the sheets and you see like some slight staining. It looks like they might have replaced a couple of the sheets to get rid of it. A little bit of the smell is still there.
So I'm gonna look at Gavrik and be like, "How did my bed get all fucked up?"
I don't know. I guess that's.
Talk about tone and voice in your social media content.
Thank you.
What was that?
You guys hear a very weird noise, and
About social media.
there is a green tinted skin, partially elven looking woman over on the far end, and she looks at you. Sorry.
Anyway.
I don't know. I guess these were the beds that got messed with.
Mine and yours?
You know what? Now that you say that, that doesn't sound like a coincidence.
Did anybody else's beds get messed with?
I haven't checked. I just checked mine.
Do you
This
want
one
to roll
is fine.
perception?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Both of
and,
you roll
see that.
perception.
Yeah.
Wait, can I roll investigation instead? Some investigating.
Sure. Yeah. If you guys are actively looking through everyone's bunks to check and see if there is stuff, you can roll investigation.
Fuck, doesn't matter. I got a 9.
A
15.
9? 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Gavrik, you look through the one side and all you see is your bed. Caldrig, you notice the same thing, that it seems like only the two of your guys' beds have the lingering fish.
You seeing the same thing I'm seeing, Codric?
Yes, I am.
You want to take a guess at why? I think I have a hypothesis.
Should we just say the name at the same time?
Why not?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Angel.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay. What happened with the book?
Oh, so you know the elf, that fucking knife here. Anyways, she came in here, took my book, then punched me in the balls, and her friend helped her escape with my book. So when I finally caught up with them, I may have gotten a little heated.
Coincidentally, at the same time as this, what is this? Vandalism? Is this a prank? What is this?
Yeah. I would assume a prank. Yeah.
How is stealing your book a prank?
Well, no, I don't. I was the only one down here besides Vinora, but she was sleeping. Let's see. Well, before the elf, maybe they were trying to get me to give chase? I don't know. Fortunately for them, I can teleport, so, running isn't exactly something I do.
So you are in here, she stole the book.
Yep.
And when you left, that's when the beds got all fucked up.
Yep. And Angel and Renequius were right behind her. At the top of the stairs.
With the elf?
No, the elf came down. When I teleported over to the door, I looked back. Renequius was tugging on my cloak for some reason, and Angel was at the top of the stairs.
A lot of coincidences.
See, I'm a wizard. We don't really believe in those all that much.
Neither do I.
Good. So, we going to get back at them?
And stoop to their level?
Not on this ship, you hear the Khajiit pipe up. Not the Tabaxi.
Where the fuck did he come from?
He was, you passed him in the doorway. He's been standing there watching Gavrik.
Get out of here, kitty cat. Nix. Yes.
I have been told
I'll look back to the backseat. Obviously not on the ship.
We have a right to privacy in our quarters, don't we?
He leans around the other side of the door frame.
Gavrik will fair enough. Well, anyways, I'm going to I'll sit here for a little bit. So just kind of climb back into his bunk.
Yeah, I'm not. Is there? Okay, I'm taking another bunk then. I'm not sleeping in that.
Oh yes, no. There's a couple other bunks. There's ones beyond that Gavrik is sleeping in on the left side. If you want to sleep in one of those. Yes, Datris.
Isn't there a free one? And it was like we got kind of down to like the certain number, but there was a free one that was next to mine and Kruka's bunk.
There is still an open bunk.
Okay.
Yes, because Caldrig did not take the bunk directly next to you guys. So now it's the two of you, empty bunk where Caldric was, Gavrik, more empty bunks.
I want to take the empty bunk that's furthest away from everybody.
Okay, so there you are now basically laying across from the other three passengers.
Hello, other passengers. Are they there? Are they with us?
There is the one, the half elven looking lady, or she's
Is
got.
it okay if I take this bunk here?
Oh sure, by all means.
Oh, good, great, thank you. And then
I'll actually turn to her. By the way, what is social media?
What is social media?
Oh, it's I am.
Let her answer.
I'm letting her answer.
I was working on a project to see this little box that I have. It can send messages of sorts actually to another person. So I had a friend of mine who is over in Syria actually right now, and I'm eventually going to make my way over there, but looking to get this to where we can communicate with each other. Eventually, I would like to actually have sort of a...
Gavrik is actively listening.
And this man's name was Steve Jobs.
Calder's just like, that'll never catch on. And ignores her.
Gavrik, hold on. So you're saying two people who have these devices can communicate with each other?
Hopefully, yeah.
It's a gimmick.
Gavrik will actually pull. He probably doesn't have his box on him. Did he have the memory projector?
It's small enough you could probably carry it on you, yeah.
Okay. You should find a way to put one of these in there. if you could make it smaller.
You're across the room right now. Do you walk over and show it to her?
Yeah, I'll like walk over. I'll walk over to kind of like the end of her bunk. I'll still like be more like back towards Caldrig's because she is an elf. And anyway, he'll be like, you should find a way to put one of these in here. It takes.
Find a way to put it in there. Okay.
You shut up, Caldrig.
Shove it in there.
It takes snippets of time and catches their image and holds on to them.
Oh, sure, and then you can use your little box to pay your bills and order all your groceries from it. You sound like a lunatic.
What are bills?
Roll me a perception.
You know what bills are!
Gavrik.
Actually, I don't.
You've just been having a free ride through life your entire time.
Dude,
You've never
what-
paid
what
a
is-
bill. You've never went to a restaurant and paid the bill.
Oh, like the bill for restaurants. Okay. I guess. I got a 3 on perception, but I think I have a +2, so 5.
Okay. You're great. As you show her the box, her eyes like widen up and she looks incredibly intrigued by it. Like, oh, this is amazing. Where did you get this?
In a cave.
In a cave.
Yes,
That's
but
all-
more actively like a dungeon.
Great discoveries are made. Wow.
That's where I find a lot of my cool stuff.
In caves.
I can't show any of it because I'm not allowed to cast spells, and I don't really know.
Please don't do that.
No, I'm not gonna cast anymore. I'm just saying like I can't, so I can't show you any.
This is amazing though.
Can't even show you really how the box works because I don't really know their definition of a spell.
Can I look at it?
I mean,
So she grabs it.
I guess.
She's looking at it.
Nerd.
Looks like there are 2 indentations on here.
Yes, if you push one of them, it captures the image. If you push another, it puts the image around the room.
Oh, can I try?
Yeah, thanks. He'll look over to the tabaxi. He's like, or he'll call it to the tabaxi. The cat in the corner. I think they call it tabaxis.
Yes.
The taxi.
I have this box. It makes images in a room, but it's not really a spell, so I don't know. I'm trying to show it to them. Can I do that?
Just no funny business.
It's not funny.
If it is funny business, I will have to take it and give it to the captain.
It doesn't do anything but put
So that's fine.
illusions. And he'll press the button in the middle. He'll like set it down on the floor and he'll press the button.
And you summon the cave?
Yes, and I summon the cave.
Her eyes widen, she's like a bit taken aback for the moment. She looks around. This is incredible.
Yes, it is rather cool, isn't it? And I'll hit the button again and I'll pick up my thing and all. But anyway, yeah. Ideas for your little messenger boxes. Should really find a way to distribute those. Those would be really helpful for adventures. And I'll just like go sit in the corner.
Okay. And you go sit in the corner. And Caldric, you're staying there?
Yeah.
Alright. Those that were sitting at the table, did you guys wish to continue your boobage conversation?
I feel like Inyala just awkwardly melts back into the table.
Oh, no, she does. Yeah, she,
looking at her boobs.
like halfway through the conversation, she just...
Are her boobs sticking out of the table? Like, are they just...
Hold on.
Like, raised?
Yeah, partially. You see 2 slight indentations of raised wood.
Wow, that's...
Really? So, I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll catch you guys round. Just get up and leave.
You leave the table? Are you going anywhere specific, or...?
You know, I'm just gonna go for a walk on the deck.
Okay, you see
Is there a guard following me?
Yeah, Jerry is following you.
Fucking
Jerry.
hell. Not Jerry.
Oh, Jerry's the guy that you
The guy that was following her from the first time.
Jerry, do you just want to walk with me so you don't have to like follow like 10 feet behind me? That's weird for everybody.
Sure. He catches up to you.
We don't have to roleplay it, but I'm just gonna ask Jerry his life story. You know, if he has a wife and kids. If he hates his wife, he hates his kids.
He tells you he doesn't have a wife and kids, but he has 2 parents that live up in Cairnhold, and he has decided to go out on his own, do some voyaging, made his way over to Calicut Bay, and that's where he got signed up with this ship, and he's been on the crew for about 5 months now. and they've done a number of journeys, and he likes to send a lot of his wages back to his home to help support his parents. And
Good person.
tells you all the stories of his life. A lot of mundane, boring stuff compared to what you
I'll
at the
ask
circus
him
have done. Yes.
if he knows a girl named Brandy, and if she's a fine girl, and if his love of the lady is the sea.
He tells you that he did meet in passing a Brandy over in Calico Bay, and when he went to speak more with her, he learned that she was actually just working at a brothel and trying to get money from him, and so he decided to give up that adventure and trying to talk to girls for the time being while he does focus on his work being a sailor.
You know, it's very important. It's very important to be in love with your work, but you know, your first heartbreak, you never get over it. You know.
Yeah, it was a rough one actually. Roll me perception check.
Was she Jesse's girl?
Was she working at Gary's brothel, Portello?
Was she working at Gary's brothel?
Oh God.
Wow. We haven't even gotten to do that yet.
Oh man, I thought I had lucky feet, and I don't for this character. Fuck.
Don't. Oh no.
Oh no.
I rolled a natural 1, but I'm gonna give myself Bardic Inspiration just because I want to see where the story goes. I'm kind of balls deep. God damn it, that was a 1 too. All right, so the total
you
a
are
6.
You are a little distracted and don't happen to catch some of the last details of his sentence as he is talking about it. And you look back, and his shoulders are a little downtrodden as he finishes up, and it's like, yeah, and that's when I came to this ship.
Gary, but you know, like, life finds a way. You'll find the right person. You never know; they could be right in front of you.
Oh, thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So, it's a lovely sea.
The water? Oh yes, it's beautiful.
Have you ever met like a sea folk person?
Oh, I passed by a few of them in Merkvale, actually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, met a couple there too. Very nice people.
They're quite nice.
Pretty gay, but you know,
I don't understand
you live
how,
your best life.
Well, you know, people.
Gay fish.
Gay fish and all.
Gay fish.
Caldrig, you. Oh, was there anything else, Angel? Sorry.
Honestly, I'm gonna be just, you know, being there for my boy Jerry. I'm
boy
trying
Jerry.
to win him over, even like if not romantically, because unfortunately that's just everything I do. But
Roll me
I just,
a persuasion check.
you know, if he's romantically into me, I'm here for it. But if he's not, I just want him to, like, you know, not be up my ass at the same time. Persuasion, that's a spooky 20 though.
Spooky 20. Okay. Over the course of talking with him over the next hour or so, you kind of get the sense that he was tensely following you at the beginning, and now as you guys kind of talk to each other more and like tell each other stories and stuff and kind of get to know each other, that he seems a lot more relaxed around you, and he's just kind of hanging out now at this point.
Yeah, I'm a fun person. I'm not crazy, other than, you know, a couple
Putting fish on people's
awkward
beds,
moments.
you know.
Yeah, you know, like, and I'll tell him it wasn't my finest moment, but you know, they started it, and I just finished it, and now we're all hunky dory, and keen, and it's all good.
I mean,
Roll a deception check.
Yeah, roll a deception check.
I believe it. All right, you fucks are cooking
Still
something.
lying,
That's
though, but
fine.
go ahead.
Technically, Renegui has started it all.
Is it technically a lie, or is it technically the truth?
I don't think it's technically okay. My argument is that, first off, Angel the Devil's never known stability in her entire life, and fighting with people is probably constantly back and forth. Like, shit like that is pretty mild for her.
We'll say,
I think that she would believe it.
I
can roll persuasion if you want.
Do persuasion on a very fine line.
Fair enough. Fuck. That's an 11.
An 11. Okay, all right. Well, it's kind of.
I want to believe it.
You want to believe it. He looks at you. He's like, I mean, it's kind of funny that, you know, Tom had to clean up the fish guts but.
Did he puke?
And puke, yeah. But I mean, please don't do any more stuff like that.
No, of course. Fish guts aside and done. That is a bucket list item of mine to just really prank someone like that. Yeah, so we're good. Peachy, keen.
All right, Caldrig.
Pinky promise you, and then I'm good.
Thank you. You are sitting there at, or are you laying down at the on the bed, whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay. You lay there for a bit, and at some point, you roll me perception.
16.
16. You hear at first the sound of footsteps approaching. Glance up and you see Emery walking towards you. Hey there, big man.
Yeah, hey. How you feeling?
A little better after I got to sleep earlier. Still feel kind of like shit. I wanted to talk to you a little bit, if that's not a problem.
Sure. Yeah. What's on your mind?
Sorry there. You see the lady who is sitting across from him. Do you mind if we go somewhere where we can just talk sort of alone?
Yeah, sure. It kind of smells like shit in here anyway, so.
You get up. He starts walking up and starts walking towards the front of the ship. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
Okay. You get up to the front of the ship and he stands there. He's changed his clothes since the ritual. He's no longer wearing the tattered stuff that he had before. Look, I really appreciate what you and Vignora did. Obviously, I owe you my life. I know that Tor and Sendra told me everything that happened, and again, I can't thank you enough. I have a question for you.
Okay. Go ahead.
He's going to roll up the sleeve on his arm that wasn't there before. And you notice 6 marking.
Yeah.
Roll me a history check.
That's a 19.
19. Okay. You speak Dwarvish.
A little bit.
A little bit. There is text integrated into each of the symbols, almost runic. It is a very old form of Dwarvish. And you're an old dwarf. This is older than you. Roll me an intelligence check.
16.
16. You can decipher a number of the runes. You don't quite know all of them, but it looks like those are names in each of the symbols. And summary, I don't have any tattoos. I've never had a tattoo. And
tattoos are pretty stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to each their own, I suppose. But do you know what this is? Because this was not here before.
Not really. I was actually going to ask you about that, but well, I can see it seems to be some more dwarven names. Why they would get inscribed on a halfling?
What's the name of your god
beats me.
that brought me back?
Maya.
Maya. Do you think she put these here?
Well, that stands to reason. A dwarven god brought you back, and now you've got dwarven ink on you.
I mean, honestly, they look kind of cool. I'm just concerned.
No, it does look cool, though. Actually, yeah.
As to what they could be.
We'll have to look into it. It's such old text. It's a bit beyond me, I'm afraid.
Oh, maybe it's like very, very old dwarven. Okay.
I promise we'll look into it, but yeah, as of right now,
All right.
It's beyond me. I don't know.
Listen, I appreciate you, and I know they said you had your doubts as far as resurrection and all those things go, and it means a lot. Obviously, it means everything to me at this point, but I wanted to thank you personally.
Well, you know, there's always a price to be paid for these kinds of things, so, you know, just make it worth it.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
With that, he is going to... Do you want to get a drink? I know you were just down there, but...
We're still on the deck, right?
You're still on the deck, yeah.
Is Angel still there with her?
You see Angel, you were walking around. You probably look around at this point and see she is over near with Jerry on like a different part of the ship, within eyesight though.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn to Emery and be like, was there anything else, or
I guess I was just curious if you could decipher these, but if we don't know right now, that's fine. We can figure it out later.
I promise you I will look into it, laddie.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And then he'll head back down to the galley though. So.
I'm gonna march up to Angel.
All right. You walk across the ship. Angel, you see the dwarf approaching. You're talking to Jerry.
I was having a lovely conversation with Jerry.
Oh yeah. He's telling you all the.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna interrupt and be like, "Excuse me, Harold. Do you mind if I borrow the tiefling for a minute?"
Oh, it's Jerry. But.
Sure thing, Tom. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
No, Tom was the one that cleaned.
Okay, Steve. Okay, bye, Steve. Thank you.
I'm gonna go stand over here.
Bye, Kyle. Thank you.
He moves like 10 feet away from you to the other side of the ship, but he is still at this point. He's kind of giving you a sour look, leaning against the bulkhead on the opposite side of the upper deck.
Salty sea dog.
I was befriending him. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so good at friends too. Yeah, let me tell you.
What's that supposed to mean?
What does it mean? Well, I found your gift in me bed, by the way.
Yeah, don't
Your
throw
snack.
an axe at me next time. You're welcome.
If I threw an axe at you, you'd know. It'd be in your spine.
Yeah, well, throwing one at my head doesn't really exactly help either.
I didn't throw it
My
at your head.
friend-
I threw it at the door frame, which I hit precisely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your aim's that good. What do you want?
Oh, and you're very good at aiming your stinky burps. Bravo for that. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Don't laugh next time.
Maybe you should keep your snacks in your bed too. Me and Gavrik didn't really want to partake.
I was gonna prestidigitate them, but it's okay. They already got it out, so you're welcome.
Well, you know the funny thing about prestidigitate is you don't have to do it when you don't put your crap in other people's beds.
What do you want? An apology?
I want an ale. Do you want to go get one with me?
That's what you sent Jerry away for.
Look, his name was Matthew, first of all. But yeah, basically, yeah.
What?
Allie's
Okay.
losing it in the other room.
You make subtle hints that I'm not good at making friends, and then you ask me to go get an ale like a friend would.
Mm-hmm.
So which is it?
Oh no, I'm great at making friends. You're
Not
shy
so
at
much.
it.
You're the one that kind of starts going after people and calling them slurs. I'm actually surprised you haven't called me a Reneka slur.
Well, maybe I actually like you guys.
Oh, you don't need a zone of truth to say that now, huh?
No, but you can go get some liquid truth of me over in the galley.
Alright, I'll bite. Fine.
Don't worry, they're on me. I'll pay.
They're free, dipshit.
I know.
You guys head over to the
Yeah,
galley.
we're laughing together like chums already. Speaking of chum, just kidding. I won't bring that up again. That was a joke. That was a joke. Come on. Come on.
I'll go with him.
You can you can catch up with Ryan later.
Wow, I see how it is.
You guys head over to the galley. Jerry follows from a distance at this point now.
Who the fuck is Jerry? I've never seen that man in my life. Hey, you following us?
I'm following her.
Oh,
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah. Yes.
take like
He just
5
went
more
through-
paces away though.
He went through a rough breakup. Be nice to him.
All right, Samantha.
He has a penis, I'm pretty sure.
Allegedly.
I haven't found out yet.
You're aiming to, I suppose.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. And we head to the galley.
Head to the galley. All right, you have made it to the galley. You are now inside the galley. You see Tor, Sendra, and Emery. They're just conversing. Sendra stands up and just looks at you guys. I'm going to take my leave. Nice to see you guys. Angel, no more fish.
Oh, God.
Unless it's mine!
Thank you, Renequius. Yes.
No,
Oh,
she did. I should say that.
No,
You're
she
in the
did.
galley. You are in the galley right now.
I absolutely said what kind out loud.
Oh boy. You know what I mean. She gives you a wink and leaves.
Hi, do you like fish sticks?
Oh. Side-eye tour as I keep walking.
He looks at you. Hold on, let's see if he... Natural 20. Wow. The first natural 20 I've gotten tonight.
Oh shit.
And he raises his mug, but you can tell he's chuckling a little bit behind the mug.
That little cuck. Period.
You did the same thing.
That's a good point. I never realized he is a cuck.
Yeah, but you're just mad 'cause you can't sleep with him.
Shut up, Gavrik! You're not fucking here!
Doesn't matter!
Yeah, you're in your bunk reading your love letter.
You. At least I have someone.
Oh.
Oh. Damn. Alright, I'm following Caldrig. I know we're going to Turtle Man.
We're gonna, yeah. Well, I want to find like a table, just the two of us.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of open tables.
All right, I want to get Turtle Guy's attention. Hey, Turtle Guy. Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Could we get 2 ales for the table, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. And
You
then
thought about, treating every species with the same decency and respect that you treat other dwarves?
Oh, have you ever thought about treating your friends in your party with the same respect that you talk about?
See, we're not on the same page here, because you've been kind of a shit to that wood elf. And you call him the Turtle Man Turtle Pie. You can't even call Jerry by his actual name. You're deflecting on something, aren't you?
Place.
First of all, who the fuck is Jerry? And second of all, I don't like the elf. She's not part of our party. And also, she tried to steal a book from Gavrik earlier. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that.
Roll me perception.
I just look at him dead in the eye and I go, yeah, I told her to.
I figured. I mean, I know that. Yeah, well, why would you do that to Gavrik?
Yeah, are you gonna keep being racist to her in the first place?
This isn't about the elf that you just met 20 minutes ago. No, this isn't
15?
about the elf that you just met 20 minutes ago. Why would you do that to Gavrik?
5, 10, 15?
Yeah,
15.
Shut up, Jerry.
Yeah, you hear Caldrig, because you're not far from him.
He's a noisy little meatball, he is.
Why do you care what I do to Gavrik?
Because he's our friend.
Right, and you guys have been so kind, and you've treated everybody with the utmost respect since you've been on this ship.
You keep trying to turn this back towards me. I'm not the one who robbed the man and then put chum in his bed.
Hi. Excuse me. Hi.
Oh, good. You're here.
Yeah. So I know that the book was that important to him. It was supposed to be a harmless prank, as I'm pretty sure you might be aware. The 2 tieflings in your group are actually quite the pranksters, and they were playing pranks on you, which I would have thought you would have known that by now, but I digress. I was asleep in my bunk, and you in the tree immediately cleared the door and started yelling insults at me. I just got there, all right? So I was on board for doing a little bit of a harmless prank. I had no idea that your companion was that explosive. So you quit being mean to random people. Quit it.
Oh, sure. You know what? And I promise I will, as long as you don't steal from people. Deal?
Deal. I'm not trying to steal.
Shake it. Shake on it. Come on. Let me feel those soft little elven hands.
And
oh,
the dwarf
yeah.
shakes the elf's
Not
hand.
Alice in sight.
Caldric, do you have to make a fucking racial joke every time you talk to somebody?
Is soft hands a racial thing? Is that a racial
soft
thing?
elven hands.
Can I hear what's going on?
Yeah, you're also. I mean, you were sitting at the table
hands,
with
though.
Daetrys and Renequius when Daetrys walked up over to that table. You and Renequius are both there in earshot.
You don't know she could have pretty hard, calloused hands.
What was that?
She did.
Venura?
Am I tipsy?
You've only had the one drink.
Oh, okay.
Can I hear what's going on from downstairs?
You're not.
No, Gavrik, you are in the below decks. You cannot hear.
I'm just making sure.
I'm
Calder's pretty loud. I don't know if he's loud enough to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna hold my hand out at Caldrig and be like, Dwarf, listen, she's not bad. She has way too much knowledge about the different types of penises on like pigs, but she's not bad.
We didn't even talk about pigs. What about pigs?
Look, you left, we were having conversation, apparently pig has twisted dick, okay?
I don't even know where to go with that.
I'm really drunk enough to talk about that, and I also don't know what a swine genitalia looks like.
Sure you don't.
Caldrick's gonna like pound both of his fists on the table and just be like, okay.
Here's your
Beatrice,
ale.
Was that your name, Beatrice? Oh, thank fucking God. And I take the ale. I take
mine too.
Yeah.
I'm also fucking chugging.
Caldrick's gonna slam that ale at like a speed that would like surprise you.
Roll me
And I'm gonna immediately hand the empty mug back to the turtle and be like,
roll me a
please keep
Constitution check.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I drank like half, and then I saw he was just going full send, and I got scared, and I put mine down.
I rolled a 7.
A 7. Okay. You chug it back a little too fast, and you're like, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Who's in front of him?
Fuck you, died.
Who's in the line of fire?
7.
7?
Oh no.
Alright, you catch 80% of it, but 20% of the vomit goes out and it hits Datris.
Oh.
It'd be vomit. It would just be beer because it's
like beer that went down, got processed, and came back out.
What the fuck is when have you ever, Eddie? When have you ever seen somebody do that?
This is my world, man. My rule.
Okay. Once again,
Slam that DM hammer down.
Then puke again. Here we go again.
I'll reach over and I'll cast Prestidigitation on Datris. I'm like, I've been there. It's not fun. There you go.
Calder's gonna be like,
I don't mean to offend anything, but I could have sworn dwarves usually hold it better.
I could have sworn too. It's like I've never had ale in my life, apparently.
Alright,
Perhaps it's the motion of the ocean.
That could definitely be.
Oh my god.
Crisis,
Why are you still here?
who the fuck are you talking to?
Beatrice. Can we have a moment, please? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. And she'll just leave, like, well, if you wanted to leave, you could have just said so, but...
I just did.
Yes, Venora?
I was gonna say I'll follow her.
You follow her? Okay.
Okay.
Renequius, what are you doing when all this is going down?
Oh, I already know that they're probably having a moment. And at the same time, I'm sure that Renek is just enthralled with Inyala in the table. So she's been like...
rubbing her little humps.
Yeah, she's been poking her humps. Her cancerous lumps. And she's been trying to whisper to her at the table. And she's like been looking under the table to see if she can see her booty. Or like what's going on, like what she can see.
Roll me a perception
tapping
check.
on the wood. Having a DJ sesh on the table. You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my perception. That's gonna be a 17.
17. You see a little bit of cake popping out the bottom side.
I'm just there, me and y'all at table, and I'm poking it. And
I'm not a racist, and I've got a sexual predator on my party. I love it.
Yeah, so I'm just big children.
Venora, you take Datris, and you guys go over to a different table, correct?
I'm just following her, so wherever she's gone.
Datris, where are you heading?
I'm gonna head up out of the ship to, like, the deck area, so...
You go to the upper deck?
Yeah.
Alright, Venora, you are following Datris to the upper deck.
Yeah.
Caldrick and Angel, are you trying to see what's in her drink right there?
Yeah, well, I was trying to see what she was pouring you.
It's just Coke. It's off-brand Coke because we're poor.
Oh,
so.
I thought it looked like a Guinness.
No, I can only drink Guinness on very rare occasions. It's too crazy for me.
Here's your second drink.
Thank you. That was very speedy.
He walks away.
Where did that come from? Okay, you have appreciatively, you shooed her away with less racism than before, so we're making progress.
Progress.
What is this about?
Here's the progress. What is this about? Come on, let's lay it out. Why are you? You're lashing out at your friends. You're so quick and easy to promote yourself to total strangers, like the elf, Beatrice. That's not me being racist. I'm just saying you were nicer to her than you've been to me or Gavrik, especially.
Yeah, because, you know, the first time I actually met her, she had racial slurs hurled at her, and you don't think I've been there before?
So you're nice to her because, what, you sympathize with her?
Is there something wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that, but, like, what, you don't think Gavrik deserves a little bit of, courtesy?
He's got a whole wife, he's fine.
Come on.
And you just get drunk and cry in front of Syndra,
You've got your walls up, you're like, your defenses. You just can't, you're just having trouble opening up? Do you need another ale?
Why do you need to see through my walls? Why are you worried about me right now?
You've done this like 6 times now. Every time I ask something, you have to flip it around at me. Can you just answer a question directly for once?
Alright, fine. I'm gonna chug the rest of my drink. And then I'm gonna be like...
Oh, it costs the same thing now.
What do you want from me, James? I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. I just work here. I'm just God.
You chug the rest of your drink?
Yeah. And then I slam it down and I go, what is it, Cauldron? What? Ask me the fucking question. What do you want?
I want to know why you keep pushing your friends away like the way you have been.
I've got a second drink for you.
You are speedy. That was fast as hell.
He's like a weeping angel when you don't look at him. He's like lightning fast.
I didn't even hear you approaching.
I'm pretty nimble.
I'll take the second drink.
All right.
He's a very sneaky sir.
he waddles away.
What? I don't really push my friends away, in fairness.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's not how it feels from where I'm sitting. I bet if I were to go and ask Gavrik how he feels right now, he probably would have something to say.
He's got a wife, he's fine. And
What does that have to do with anything? You get married and suddenly you don't need friends anymore? What does it mean?
Well, I mean, I would think if you're gonna marry someone, you care about them, and then you have them to lean on through hardships and shit. It's kind of how marriage works, don't you think?
Sure. But that doesn't mean that you just suddenly don't have friends anymore. Doesn't mean that everybody gets treat you like shite.
Look.
And you know that. You know that.
All I'm saying is I offered you a broomstick ride to the ship.
You did. And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
What is wrong with that? I was asking you questions and you shut me out.
Well, that was you being nice. You offered me a broom ride and then immediately afterwards start treating me like shite again.
Sir?
So, my point is that people who start getting close to you start getting pushed away.
Why do you care?
Because you're my friend.
She's uncomfortable, so she is sipping on her drink.
I know you're in fact, I can tell you're uncomfortable. Let me tell you what I've seen so far. Back when we fought that monster, that hideous thing with with 3 eyes, I saw you in action. I saw you in action with the death flower, with the corpse flower. I've seen you in action a few times. You know what I've noticed? I've noticed a few things. I've noticed 1, you've been brave, cunning even, throwing caution to the wind. In fact, you know what else I've noticed? Is that you were calm as a cucumber whenever lives were at stake. But now you're sitting across from me and you look so anxious, you look like you might either throw a punch at me or run out of the room.
I might do both, theoretically.
And you make jokes whenever you get uncomfortable, too.
Look, what can I say? I have performal reflexes. And, you know, you still owe me 5 gold for looking at my titties for free when I went after Toll. So,
Hi, well then you owe me 10 for looking at my meat in the sauna. Now, anyway.
That was not my intention.
Well,
I did not ask to see that.
Well then we'll put that aside for now.
Fine. So what? What's the point of all this?
The point is that something's going on that's keeping you from having meaningful friendships. And what kind of party are we going to be if we can't have trust amongst each other?
I'm gonna fucking say it.
Don't.
We can't have. You know what? Fine. We can't have that kind of conversation if you're going to lock up every time I try to ask you a question. What's with the chimney, Caldric?
All right. A little tit for tat. Agreed.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, agreed.
I will tell you about the chimney. When I was a wee lad, very young lad, my family took me and other miners, other crew members out to the Platinum Ridge. They went out there in hopes of getting riches, but it was foolhardy. Those mountains are swarming with goblins, hobgoblins, trolls, all the like. But dwarves keep thinking that they're going to be the ones that make it. They're going to be the ones that are able to bring back the mother lode and get rich. Well, they all got slaughtered. And I only survived because I was still small enough to fit inside of a chimney and hide for 2 days in a chimney while they ripped everybody apart and took slaves. And it's not fun. It's not fun remembering being cramped up in a chimney like that. It gives I get anxiety whenever I'm cramped up like that. It's all there is to it.
Why is that so hard to talk about with your friends?
Well, first we have to be friends.
Well, you're sitting here saying that my pranks and stuff are not friendly. So, are we friends or not?
We're trying to be, aren't we?
I mean, I guess if we're going to somewhere fucking cold, we should be. I hate the cold.
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
Alright, fine. I'll bite. She takes another big sip of her drink. What do you want to know?
I want to know where you're from and why you have such troubles letting people get close to you.
Okay, first off, that's like a lot. That's like really deep in the scale of like getting to know someone. What troubles you? Therapists make a lot of money asking those questions.
Well, I'm not a therapist.
Exactly. Alright. You want to know where I'm from?
Let's start with that.
Far Reach City, theoretically, but been a part of a traveling circus till about a couple weeks ago. So, if you're asking for an origin place where I was born, Far Reach City, I guess, is your answer. Where I'm from, where I grew up, was everywhere. So, same with Renek.
A traveling circus? With your parents?
No.
How does that happen?
Your parents sell you to a circus for money and cart you off to somebody else and making you somebody else's problem.
You being for real? You're not telling jokes right now? That's what happened to your sister as well?
Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you for sharing that. That's pretty heavy.
So is the chimney, physically and memorally.
I got a third drink for you guys.
Oh my god!
He scares us every time.
You don't see him coming.
Thank you. How does he keep doing that though?
He already walked away.
Angel's gonna she'll take the third drink, and she will chug her second to start with the third.
Alright, well now roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Now I get. Alright. 12.
12? Alright, you're starting to feel it. Caldric, do you drink yours?
Yeah, I'm like working on mine as well.
Okay. How fast are you drinking yours?
At a speed that is responsible, but also eager.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Right about your third drink, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
He technically threw up his first, so...
That was a speed reaction thing.
21. Fuck you.
21. You're doing great.
I'm there.
Datris and Vignora, while you guys are up on the deck, it's starting to get like the sun's starting to like crest on the horizon now.
I'm gonna be awkwardly staring at her ears.
Datris, she's awkwardly staring at her ears.
Can I help you?
I never seen elf before. I see where the racial slur comes from. It's kind of cool though.
Thank you. So you've never seen an elf before?
No, they're not very common where I come from. But it's cool. I mean, look at that. And I go to kind of
Flick her ears?
Oh,
okay.
Not flick, but like touch. And then I'm like, sorry. And I pull my hand back and I'm like, it's interesting.
I mean, they just is, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm just finding this a bit hard to believe. I feel like I've seen elves almost everywhere in my travels. Maybe they're a bit rare, but
how many dragonborn do you hang around?
Well, to be fair, I don't really hang around them, but I've definitely seen them before.
Roll me a history check.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, I'm on the other side of the freaking map. I would have assumed I'd run across at least one. Let's see. History.
You never know.
I would have thought I would have run across an elf, but I rolled a high check, and Eddie still said no.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. You've seen like one dragonborn in your travels at a distance. You're on the other side of the world, literally.
We don't really like to mingle with other races. A lot of dragonborn think they're superior, and they're kind of assholes. So, you know.
Sounds
where are you
like
from?
Ryan. I'm from Veer. It's one of the most western parts of the island where a lot of wood elves are from. But I'm not from the one that's to the south of us. That's where the high elves are. They think they're better than everyone else.
So they're the dragonborn of your kind.
Well, that's not to say there aren't a few wood elves who also think they're better than all the other races. It's just high elves think they're better than all the other elves and everyone else.
They sound like assholes.
You kind of just live with it. I personally haven't been to that one island because I don't think there's a reason why wood elves stay where they are and the high elves are where they are. And even though I think we're allowed to trade with them now, I don't think many wood elves live there or go there.
Oh wow, are they that bad?
Well, I mean, it's we live so fucking long that we really hold grudges for a really long time. So, probably, yeah.
Marriages must suck. Shit.
I wouldn't know. I'm not married. So.
Apparently, I randomly ended up married. Who knows?
Were you betrothed?
Technically, yes.
To a human?
No.
You were secretly in love with him and you ran away for the human.
No. See, there was a thing that happened. I was... See, okay, so what you have to understand is... Father... Long story short, yes? Father's asshole. Accidentally killed people. Ran away. Worked with the dwarves, which is why I kinda was automatically trying to be against you, because they don't like elves. And then I was running further away, because I'm pretty sure my father sent someone after me. I got really drunk, and don't remember anything. Woke up with human man, with small penis, which turns out it's not small. And we killed Spider. I drank silly drink, and here we are. But woke up married to him. Don't know what happened. But I was betrothed to asshole.
Another dragon born, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Interesting. I have heard of some beings get so drunk at like a place where there's a lot of gambling. I can't remember what this town is called. But they get really drunk and then they just end up getting engaged to somebody and they don't really know what they've done until the next day. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of what
They call it
happened.
Bigar or something. I'm not sure.
That's kind of what happened. It was weird, but it's turning out to be actually a nice surprise. He's actually nice.
So you like him?
So far, yes. Although when he does stupid shit, you know, he, I yelled at him earlier for trying to threaten to blow up ship.
I think anybody with reason would have done that. But
Well,
I
marriage.
appreciate you being able to do that, and not get us all blown up or having to go for a very long swim.
Well, Well, so are you betrothed? Are you married? What are you doing?
Technically, no, I'm not engaged or anything. Sometimes, if you're not, if you don't really have any prospects, sometimes in our culture they wait till we're about 100 and your parents kind of just give you a bunch of options. And since I'm not quite 100 yet, I'm just trying to live my life as best as I can. And hopefully, maybe I'll meet someone, I don't know. I'd like to be one of those that meet someone organically. But if not, then I guess it's not the end of the world. That's how my parents ended up with each other, so.
There's also options if you go outside of your own kind. I don't recommend dragonborn, though.
I don't really reckon they're my type, no offense.
It depends. But as far as our companions, the dwarf means well. He is racist, but he means well. He is good. Like with the small man, Emery, I could not have brought him back without his help. And Angel, she's so beautiful. She's very talented. She's very nice. Just guard your bag. And Renek is a sweetheart. She's so innocent. She's a little touched on, a little psycho.
I wouldn't think innocent was the word for her, but she's definitely special.
Very childlike for sure, and then Gavrik knows way too much shit about the most random shit. But he's sweet. And Tree Lady, she's just fucking weird.
I kind of get that no one really knows what she is, so that's one thing.
She's Tree, that is all. You know it would make her happy if you just brought her tree leaves.
Yeah, one of the problems about that is we're on a boat still, so maybe when we get somewhere, sure. You know, she might like the forest where I grew up. She might actually...
Probably. Get her flowers, she'll love the flower.
Ah, flowers.
And then with Dwarf, he can be an asshole, but he can take what he gives out. So sometimes a little jab back and forth is good with him.
I was speaking to your companion Tor and Senya, and they offered me to join you guys in Chaldeer. Is that what they're? DM. What is the name of the dwarf place?
Oh, Doncraig?
Doncraig. Yeah. They said that I could join you guys in Doncraig. I was a bit worried about that because my first run-in with a dwarf was less than glowing and friendly. So I wasn't really sure about that, but I think that maybe if that's something that's okay with you too, that I might join you guys there.
I wouldn't mind. What about your bird friend?
You know, I actually don't know what his plan is. I'm pretty sure he's just trying to get away from Merkvale, but I don't know what his plan is as far as going forward does. We haven't really gotten a chance to speak. I'm actually not sure where he is, and I'll just kind of look around, like I'll somehow expect to see him.
Roll me perception. Kruger, roll me stealth at advantage.
17.
I rolled a 17 as well, but I don't know what his...
Wait, it was at advantage. You gotta roll again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
That's still a 17 then.
Still a 17.
Hold on, I didn't have his thing up.
Oh, his modifiers?
Yeah, I didn't have his dialogue. Oh yeah, that's +5, so that's...
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't see anything, Datris.
Well, if you want to,
No.
I wouldn't mind you joining. But you're gonna have to toughen up to deal with dwarf.
I think I can deal with someone who's, I think most of it's probably just an insecurity. Like some sort of unresolved trauma. I don't know. That Angel kind of touched on that earlier when we were talking about it.
Let me give you a heads up now. When you talk like that, that's going to make him want to pick on you.
Oh, I'm not going to tell him that. No, I do have some survival skill.
Well, as long as you don't talk like that, you're fine. But if you want to join, join.
Sure. I'm running out of things to say.
We can end it there.
No worries. So, I need somebody to roll me a d6.
No way.
No.
I'll do it.
You'll do it?
Oh my god.
All right.
3.
3.
Okay. Who's dead?
Alrighty. Okay, thank you.
Oh my god.
You guys are...
Gary's penis is 3-inch. Fuck! Fuck.
Damn!
I was doing
Well,
that.
use Gavrik math and see if he's a grower.
Oh, Datris and Vignor, roll me perception.
Oh no.
17 again.
17? Okay, alright.
7. No. 6.
Ah, wait, what?
Oh no. Well.
Perception?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay, alright. Datris, you notice as you glance back after kind of finishing your conversation with Vignora, and you see a small white splotch kind of apparate on one of the sails, like close by and above you.
Oh no.
Do you see that? And I'll point it out to Vignora.
Vignora, after she points it out, you notice a small white splotch on the sail.
I look up, I'm like, what the fuck?
Roll me an intelligence check, both of you.
Oh, God, every episode.
But I'm dumb.
But I'm dumb.
That is a 10.
10? Vignora?
Yeah. It's a 7.
7? Okay. Well, Datris, you do notice that it just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Maybe it looks a little bit like bird shit, you don't know.
Who came? Who came on the sail?
That's my question.
Crew got shot on the sail!
Yo!
He shot the bed!
Crew got shit on the sail!
Are you sure he shit, or did he come?
Does it come out as
important
a
distinction?
bird? Yeah, like, does he have the whatever the birds do?
Oh, wait, are you telling me he can sit there and just
Cloaca?
Wait, Datris, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. I'm correcting anatomy here.
Mm-hmm.
What does the bird penis look like?
Don't look it up. Depends on the bird. It depends.
Have you ever seen bird titties before?
Yeah, Eddie.
You tell us, Eddie.
I'm good. What bird titties?
Since you are the
There's
master
no
of this.
such thing as bird titties.
There literally is.
There aren't you. Eddie said so.
Have you seen them? We put them in the chat.
I really
Pretty
need to know
nice
what a bird
ones.
penis looks like. Like,
I need to know what, like,
Quote section.
What bird penis look like?
I really need to know what bird penis looks like.
Is a bald eagle's penis majestic?
Oh. I doubt it.
Is it red, white, and blue?
I don't know. It's got to roll a d6 first.
Emphasis on blue.
Kruko's up there with the Playboy Fairy magazine, just going at it.
Do you react in any other way other than that after you look at that?
Gone wild. Oh my goodness.
Can I look around at anybody else to see if, like, they can help?
Nobody
like,
seems to
identify?
have noticed that. Oh, are you gonna ask for like a sailor?
Yeah.
Sure, roll me a perception check.
17. What the fuck
There's
is going
a
on
nearby sailor. You walk over and you kind of like talk, like grab their shoulder. Yes, man. How can I help you?
Hi. You see that spot on the sail up there? And I'll just point to it.
Hey, it looks like bird shit.
Is it?
Probably. It happens all the time.
What bird? Like, I just look around. Like, are
Birds
there any
fly.
birds around?
Birds fly,
seagulls
bird shit.
everywhere.
You know how birds work?
Are you familiar with birds, ma'am?
You know,
Classic Bobby.
never mind. Never mind.
All right. Are you gonna investigate it any further?
Can I, like, I don't know, because if it's bird shit,
Sitting on
like,
the
I don't know if she's
fucking
gonna,
sails.
like, she doesn't have a reason to go in and look at it any more than it,
Sailor
like, is
says
it
it looks like bird
glowing?
shit. No, it's not glowing. It's just a white splotch.
Glowing bird shit.
I guess she's just gonna write it off as bird shit. She's
All
probably
right.
not gonna go.
With that, do you? The sun is getting pretty low. Is there anything else that you wanted to do on the boat? Ship.
Not really. Just kind of wondering where Kruka's at.
Okay.
Like, but
Well,
other than that,
He's above you, shitting on the fucking sail.
apparently.
All right. Both of you roll me a perception check.
How the fuck is it another 17?
17.
Both of you?
How?
Yeah.
How?
Weighted dice.
What?
It's like 5
Look,
times.
man,
in a
I
row.
got an 8.
You got an 8, Vinora?
No, but the last one I got an 8.
So you guys both got 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are walking back towards the lower decks or wherever you plan on going when you glance out across the horizon and you see a set of sails behind you guys.
Uh-oh.
What do you do?
Oh. Is that sailor still nearby?
He's still there.
Are those other medshits?
He looks over. Shit! Stay here. He starts running over to the captain's quarters.
That's not good.
I think we should go get the others, like, now.
Oh, right. I guess I'm still looking around for Kruka because I just see this.
Right now.
You
It's gonna
guys,
be because of Kruka, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
after a few moments, you see the sailor and the captain. They come out of the quarters. He goes up onto the rear upper deck. They look out. A moment passes, and then the sailor runs down to the center mast and starts ringing the bell. All hands to stations! All hands to stations! And that's where we're gonna end our session.
I know
Damn
it.
it.
I know it.
Are me and Cauldrick just fucked up, like, in the galley now at this point?